Okay, we can get started. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for joining us for the National Engineers Week celebration. My name is Anna Prakash. I work at Intel as an engineer, and I also have a nonprofit called Education Empowers. Before we get started, I want to thank uh, all our sponsors and supporters. We thank the Intel volunteers and volunteers from the industry who are here to support us for this program. Because of their generous support, we're able to bring all kinds of robotics programs, Lego robotics, Vex robotics, drones, virtual robotics programs to students in the community. So thank you for their generous support. Just a couple of lines about Education Empowers. We are a community of volunteers passionate about education, and our mission is to inspire and promote STEM education for children. We focus on robotics, coding, drones, STEM and STEAM sustainability education to instill passion for learning and discovery and to enable scholarships and career opportunities. And you can visit our website, educationempowers.org, for more information about our programs. We also have a special program called the STEM Ambassadors and Robotics Ambassadors program. In this program, students like yourself can join and you can teach some of the coding sessions we teach to new children joining our programs. I hope you will consider and contact us. If you're interested, please contact your teacher and she can connect you with us. So I'd like to say a couple of words about Engineers Week. Why do we celebrate Engineers Week? The purpose of Engineers Week is to call into action the contributions that engineers make to make this world a better place. It's also a time for engineers to emphasize the importance of STEM education. So during National Engineers Week, we celebrate and we thank all our engineers, STEM professionals, technicians, engineering educators, teachers who tirelessly work to connect students with engineers, and teachers and students who are all innovate, problem solve, and we try to make this world a better place. So it's also an opportunity to inspire and motivate future engineers. So for today's session, we have several speakers who will be joining us. For this particular session, we have Neethu Elizabeth Simon. She's a software professional in Intel Corporation. She has been at Intel for many years, and you will hear about her background and what she does in a few minutes. She is also the winner of the Society of Women's Engineers Swiss Emerging Leader Award, and also a generous volunteer with Education Empowers for many years. So thank you, Neethu, for joining us. With that said, I can stop sharing my screen.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank you.
Let me share the screen. Can you see my screen, Anna?
Yes. Thank you.
I'll put it in the presentation mode. Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Neethu Elizabeth Simon. I'm a software engineer working for Intel Corporation in Chandler, Arizona. So before I move into my journey, my STEM journey, this is my background or my origins and culture. I wanted to share that with you all. So I come from India. In India, I come from a state called as Kerala, which is the southernmost state of India. You can see here in the map, India is in the continent Asia, and Kerala is the coastal state. It's very similar to Hawaii, the climate and everything. So very tropical. We have lots of coconuts and houseboats and a lot of cultural heritage there. Our state is also called as God's own country because we get a lot of tourists uh, uh, who visit us. So post COVID, if you guys plan for a vacation, do think about Kerala. Consider visiting that. Most recently, we are the health minister of our state. She was actually honored by the United Nations because in 2020, when COVID was at the peak, Kerala was the one state which was able to control the whole COVID situation. The mortality rates were very low compared to all the other states in India. So she was actually honored by the United Nations. And the fun fact is, she was a high school physics teacher who then became a health minister of the state. So this is my family. I come from a family of everyone who has a STEM background. So my dad is a aeronautical mechanical engineer. My mom is a graduate in physics. My sister is a civil engineer. My husband is an electrical engineer. You can see my family on the right side. I just had a baby in August, so I don't know what she'll choose in the future. I hope she picks something in STEM. So I come from a military background because my dad was a engineer, a helicopter engineer there, and we moved. We traveled a lot. We changed a lot of schools. Some of you might relate to my story because you may be also from a military background or a job where your parents have to keep moving. So I changed six schools in 12 years, and every new place it's no new school, new friends. I had to make new friends, learn everything again, no adjust to that new place. So I got really good at interacting with people and making friends. So I from the beginning itself I used to love science and math. Science I loved because it is very experimental, right? So you see the phenomena and you can do a lot of experiments and understand how things work. I liked math also until my fifth grade, and after that it started becoming really difficult for me. So I would start panicking right before my exam, not able to concentrate well. I'm like scared before my exams, have nightmares and things. All of those things I went through that phase, and then until my all this went through that until my ninth grade. And then I realized that the way I was studying math was like completely wrong. I was basically reading math instead of practicing. So math is not English, so you have to keep practicing and practice lots of problems. Math is all about the patterns, that how to solve a problem, right? And if you solve more problems, you'll know how to solve more patterns, or you'll find out a pattern for solving these problems. So once you get that, then whenever you see a new problem, you can think about how I can use that particular pattern to this problem and no so find a solution to it. So once I got that grasp of how to study math, I again became really interested, and no I pursued a career in engineering. You can see my a photo from my childhood where I'm wearing my dad's Air Force cap. I thought I would join Air Force. That was not the case, and I'm here as a software engineer currently working for Intel. So my journey, basically, I did my undergrads, bachelor's in computer science in India, and then I worked for like 3 years there. Decided that I want to study more in this field, and did came here to in Arizona to do my master's in computer science from Arizona State University. After that, I did a 1 year internship with Intel. They liked me, so they hired me as a software engineer with Intel. So I've been working with Intel since 2013 now. It's almost going to be 10 years now. So my work, what do I do at Intel? I'm a software engineer. So now you all might be thinking, what no, Intel is basically builds chips. So what does a software engineer do at Intel? So we all have laptops, we have all have desktop computers and everything, and Intel makes those chips which go inside these devices, which is basically a brain for your machine, right? So your machine can work because of that. But as a human, how do we communicate with that machine? How do we talk to it? right? How do we interact with it? For that, you need software. You need software programs. It's just like a language, right? How you can talk to your machine. So software engineers basically write all these programs, codes, so that you as a user can interact with them. Even this Zoom meeting that we all are attending this session through is basically a software which was written by a group of people, and which is actually helping all of us to communicate virtually at this point, right? When COVID, because of COVID, since we are not able to be in person, we are able to virtually communicate with you all because of this wonderful software called as Zoom. So this is what I do. And why did I became a software engineer? Basically two things. The first one, it's a very rapid, fast growing field, because every 6 months or a year you will have a new software tool or a language or something innovative that is happening in the field, where you have to keep up and keep learning about these things, and see how you can apply it to your job. So this is something which I like. I get bored easily if I keep doing the same stuff again and again. I get bored. So this field keeps me really interested and up to date, and I'm like always excited to come back to work, because I can learn new things. And the second thing is I'm a team player. I love working in teams, and software engineering is also a profession where you have to work as a team together. You're developing software which people can use. So even this Zoom app that we have, Zoom application, different people would have written codes and built the entire software as one software package which all of us can use. So that's why I like this profession, and I hopefully I will continue to be in this profession. So at my work, what exactly do I do? Right. I work in a group called as the Internet of Things group at Intel. And what we do here is we build solutions which are based off Internet of Things and artificial intelligence. So these are two new terms which you might come across, and you may think what exactly these are, right? This is it has become pretty common now. So Internet of Things is nothing but where you have different devices which are communicating to each other. So it can be a laptop, it can be a phone, it can be a smartwatch. Now you have all smart devices, your sensors, Alexas, and all of these things, right? So how they communicate with each other becomes your Internet of Things. So now when they are communicating, there are a lot of data that is being collected. And if you can use that data, find out a pattern in that data, or figure out how things are working, then you can derive intelligence using that. So that becomes your artificial intelligence. Very simple example is your smartwatch, which can now track everything, your messages that are coming on your phone, it gets showed on your smartwatch, and so on. Even your phone, everybody has a smartphone nowadays, so even that has AI and all these Internet of Things stuff embedded in there. So our smartphones have become so powerful nowadays, so that you can use all these models, you can run models on these to infer things from there, just like controlling your Alexa machine using your phone, or sending a voice command using your phone to control your light, which is in the patio in your house. So these are all the examples of solutions of how AI and Internet of Things work together. So this next slide is I have a video there where I worked with engineers from GE and another company called TCS. We all had worked on a smart solution. It's a smart lighting solution. And let me play the video. Anna, can you hear the
Yes.
voice?
Yes, Neethu.
Eco-Imagination is
Is it coming
GE's
up?
business
Yes,
strategy
yes.
to deliver
Yeah.
positive environmental performance and positive economic performance through our products.
GE and Intel are both leaders in global manufacturing, as well as creating solutions for the manufacturing industry. Working together, we can both develop solutions as well as deploy those solutions inside our factories.
Here in Greenville, we're demonstrating an intelligent LED lighting platform that we've been working on with Intel that can help Greenville save energy and save money through the LEDs and also improve quality and increase throughput.
We essentially took current light fixtures, incorporated Intel sensors within them. That data was sent up through Predix machine and into the cloud, where Tata Consultancy Services built a UI that we would then be able to use.
So we partner with Intel, GE Current, and TCS all together build the solution and deliver to the customer site in less than a day.
So the impact on our product will be higher quality. We'll be able to look at quality data in a way that we never have before. It'll also let us improve our process in an effort to drive down costs.
We start looking at what we can do with what GE refers to as the digital thread and really giving each unique manufacturing piece its own DNA. We can drive unique outcomes to individual assets as opposed to treating each asset the same. Through our EcoMagination partnership, we're driving benefits both technologically that drive efficiencies, things like reduced carbon emissions, reduced electricity or water consumption, that generate real value for people everywhere, and marrying that to business value and driving real outcomes for GE's customers and Intel's customers.
EcoMagination really changes my role from having a job to being on a mission to drive energy savings, to drive efficiency, to improve quality of life for people. It's all about how two companies come together to transform the built environment.
So you can see how teams from different companies came together to build this solution, this smart lighting solution to save energy. And also you can see the team had engineers from different background. I was a software engineer, but I worked with electrical engineer, had members from the factory, who worked with us. So it was a collection of different engineers who had to work as a team to get this solution working. And I just realized that my teammate here in this video is actually going to speak to you guys later in the day. Ayana, she'll be here. So she might also probably share something on this solution. Okay, so this next slide, I wanted to show you some of the opportunities that are available if you pick up computer science as your major for engineering in the engineering side. First is obviously the development. You can get into software development, which can be normal, regular applications, or it can be web applications. It can be mobile applications, which can be on Android or iOS. So you can pick whichever software wherever you want to write your software and release your products. The second one here, artificial intelligence and machine learning, is something which is becoming really popular in these couple of years. In last couple of years, a lot of people are working on building softwares solutions in this space. The other one is database administrator, so or DBAs. So databases are where you store all this data, and you need someone to know as an administrator to basically maintain these databases. And this is one of the roles that you can take up as a software engineer. The other very interesting is testing and automation along with DevOps. So writing code is just 40% of the work. The other 60% is design and testing. So that this plays a very, very important role because manual testing is time consuming. So you want to automate it, maybe write a script which can go and test all your software, find out bugs in that and report it to the developer so that he can go and work on it. So it's a very important component, and this is also very popular in the computer science field with the testing, automation, and DevOps. And obviously, the last part is the research field. If you're more interested to dig deeper and do more research in this computer science field, then obviously you can do your masters and then your PhDs and innovate and produce new solutions in this particular field. So the next slide here is basically my interest and my hobbies. So other than my work, I'm also involved in a lot of volunteering. I like volunteering. I volunteer with Anna's group and had participated in the first Lego League. I had coached one of the teams there. So this is the team you can see. We have FLL every year. So if you guys are interested, in coaching or in participating, then just please contact us. We would love to have you all as volunteers because I understand you all are high school kids. So mostly these are like little kids and you can always volunteer and teach them as well. My other hobby is dragon boat. Not sure how many of you know it, but dragon boating, you can see here the picture here where we have a boat with 20 people or maybe 10 people. There's one person who drums and we pretty much race together to come first. So it's a ancient Chinese sport which is now become very popular here in US and Canada. And I'm part of the Arizona Dragon Boat Association, part of both women's team and the mixed team. And this is my women's team. Our team is called Sanji. We always go out on Wednesdays to practice on the Tempe Lake. We also have a kids club there. So if you're interested, just look up and come join us. My last slide is about how to become an engineer. So it's not a rocket science. If I can do it, then obviously you can also do it. So it's not at all difficult. My first nugget is be curious, always ask questions. As kids, we always would ask dumb questions, but then as we grow up, we start feeling very awkward and we don't talk much, we don't ask questions, but we are supposed to do that. Even now in my career, my mentors tell me to keep asking questions and don't feel that if you ask questions you are dumb. No, that means that you are curious and you want to learn more. The second suggestion I have is be persistent and never give up, because things will get difficult. That is expected, but once it gets difficult, keep trying and trying, and till you feel like you have reached a wall that you can't go further, you're getting stuck. At this point you need mentors. So this is where you ask for help. Your help can be your parents, it can be your friends, and don't think that they may not know, so why should I ask them? They may not know, but they may know someone who might know the solution to your problem. So definitely ask and get help. Also dream big, because nothing is impossible. So reach for the stars and have big ambitious goals. So, and the last part is always have fun. Without that, life will get really boring. You won't want to do the same thing again and again, and work will be really, really boring. So have fun in whatever you do. I have the link here for internship opportunities at Intel. You can always go out there and check out all the opportunities that are available. Always sign up, and you can always get hired after you intern. You can get hired as an engineer at Intel. So I would encourage all of you to consider the STEM profession and look up internship and job opportunities at Intel. So yeah, thank you. And if you have questions, then please, I think you'll have to put it in the chat, so then we can answer that.
Thank you so much, Neethu.